everyone, so today I am going to do a first impression on this foundation here, which I talked about in my previous first impression video where I tried out these, which did not end up so good. I will link the tutorial, the first impression down below if you want to go watch it. It was just not my favorite. It's the Jouer Essential High Coverage Cream Foundation. So I thought I would try a different full coverage foundation today, the Becca Ultimate Coverage Complexion Cream. So hopefully this goes good. Okay, so I got sent a few shades by Becca. I'm on their PR list, so I also have the primer, so I might as well try this too. I'm going to do half my face as always so we can see if there's any difference between each side of my face with the application, longevity, you know, the way it looks. This is the Becca Velvet Blurring Primer Perfecting Base. I feel like all of their products have such long names, and by the way I'm drinking coffee because I just woke up like half an hour ago and I'm struggling today for some reason. Okay, it says shake well before use, and it's in the shade Apricot Haze. 30 ml. Oh, it sounds liquidy. I kind of thought it would be like a thick primer, like a professional or something. I don't know why. I guess because it says blurring, I thought it would be like pore filling. Ooh, it actually is like an apricot color. Okay, I'm gonna do this side. Sorry, the lighting just like feels really moisturizing. It literally feels just like a moisturizer pretty much. Oh, do I have a pimple? I have this super dry piece of skin right here. I'm just gonna do a little bit more. Oh, it kind of sets to like a velvety, oh, maybe that's why it's called velvet. It sets to a very like velvety, powdery kind of texture. Yeah, like real soft. Okay, does it look any different between each side? Not really. Feels really good though. Okay, now I've got to find a color that matches. So I've got a bit of fake tan on right now, as you can hopefully tell. Okay, so I've got the shade Sand, I have the shade Cashmere, and I have the shade Shell. And I went through these with my previous declutter video. I'll link it down below. Let's just maybe do a tiny little pump of each color. So this one here is Sand, which actually looks okay. I know some of these are I think this one's pale. This is Cashmere. I don't know. Is that better? That one might be a little bit better with this fake tan. And then the last one here I have is Shell. Yeah, which is a lot paler. Actually, that middle one, the more it dries down, it's kind of going a little bit pinky. Maybe I'll just start out with Sand. We'll see how Sand goes. Hopefully it matches. So I'm first just going to do half of my face and we'll see how it applies. I'm going to do a pump, which is that much right there. I'm just gonna spread it around. It feels quite thick. I'm listening to like trap Christmas music in the background, by the way. Okay, so this is really easy to blend. It doesn't feel as heavy as you think it will. Just from like the thickness of the foundation when you're like spreading it out on your face, like it doesn't feel heavy. And that did half of my face, so I probably need a couple pumps all over, maybe even 3 pumps if I wanted like to build the coverage. But this is the coverage, just one layer. It's pretty damn good. I feel like once again with this foundation, like you look up close, I'll show you, and it just does not settle well on my nose whatsoever, but it's only up close that you can tell. From far away it kind of looks normal. Oh, actually you can kind of actually see it from there. Where I've got some dry skin. My nose skin is really dry at the moment, just I guess with the change of weather. It's gotten really hot here in New Zealand all of a sudden, so even on my cheeks, like it's just settling a little bit funny. Like again, from far away it looks decent, but from close up it just looks a little bit like, I don't know, like it's showing up all of the texture of my skin. Like it's not great. Man, oh my gosh, I'm on a bad run with my first impressions. Okay, we're gonna obviously continue and we'll keep trying it and see how it wears throughout the day and see how it looks once I set it as well with some powder. It might look a lot better. Oh god. It's like probably more than a pump, but the pump's like really unpredictable. It keeps like blowing out air. Okay, let's try this. And by the way, this is just a flat top face brush, which is a common brush I use for my foundation. The color is really good. I feel like it's pretty much a perfect match. I'm glad I didn't go with Cashmere. I'm going to donate that color because the yellow, I don't know, it's not as intense once I blended it all over my face. It looks good. I thought it was just going to be too yellow, but it's really not. To be honest, I feel like it looks slightly better on the unprimed side, but it's still settling a little bit funny, especially on my nose. Like the nose is the worst part. It doesn't seem to be gripping onto too much dry skin at the moment, but we'll have to see how that goes throughout the day. We'll have to see if it settles into any expression lines as well, because the last one did really badly. So now with this dark lighting, I'm sure you'll be able to see where it kind of settles funny. It's not terrible, like it is really, no, that's a lie, it kind of is. On the nose it's terrible, on the cheeks it's not super terrible. I do feel like it's settled a little bit better on the unprimed side, like I said. I'm hoping once I put on my powder it'll kind of even it out, so we'll find out. I'm gonna go do that now. Okay, so now it is set. I've not looked at it close up, but from far away it looks pretty good. Let's look closer. It looks a lot more smooth on my face, but it does look a little bit cakey. I don't know if you guys will agree or not. I think it does. My under eyes are so dry, so I'm getting real bad creasing today, so let's just pretend that's not happening. So yeah, that's how it is looking. I just wanted to look it up on, you know, Sephora or something and see what it claims to do. Okay, so it costs $44. I think it comes about 20 shades. It's rated 4 out of 5 stars on Sephora. Yeah, up close it looks really cakey, especially like in this kind of area once I put the concealer on top. Okay, it says it's full coverage. It's good for sensitive, normal, dry, and combination skin and oily skin, so all skin types. It's got a natural finish. Do we agree? I suppose so. Like, it's not completely flat matte. I do prefer this finish to the previous foundation's finish. What it is, a full coverage yet breathable liquid foundation enriched with high concentrations of pigment and water, achieving coverage without the cake. So I definitely think it looks a little bit cakey, just the way it kind of picked up on the texture of my skin. And it says it's got heaps of water in it, so hopefully it's okay for my skin right now, because it is quite dehydrated. Like I said, with the change in weather, my skin's just like not super dry, just like dehydrated, dull, and then a few kind of dry spots on my face. Like my whole face is not dry, but I've definitely got little bits like down here that are dry. It's supposed to conceal imperfections, redness, hyperpigmentation, uneven texture. So I agree with the redness. I definitely think it covers up the redness. It covers up most of my freckles. However, you can still see like the big ones here and a couple on my forehead. It's already picking up dry on this breakout up here. It's cruelty free, and it says you should only need 1 pump, which I definitely needed at least 2. However, I do feel like I went further on the non-primed side. Might have been because I used a bit more. Like I said, the pump was a little bit like faulty. So who knows? I don't know. Like I just feel like 1 pump for me was not enough. So I'm going to continue doing my makeup, and I will update you later with how this is going. It is 10:07 AM. We'll just say it's 10 AM. So I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Hey guys, so it has been 2 hours. It's 12 o'clock. I thought I'd just do a quick update now. My makeup is complete, so I'll link this tutorial down below if you want to go watch it. I'm not like stoked. I just feel like it's quite cakey looking. It does look really, really beautiful, even and flawless from far away. I feel like I could use this at nighttime or something like that, but I just feel like in daytime lighting, if someone's too close to my face, they'll be able to see like every speck of texture. I definitely am liking it so far better than the previous first impression. It's just not like my favorite thing, you know? Like I've definitely got other full coverage foundations I prefer. This one, it just looks very heavy, and I didn't even put very much powder on top of it or anything like that. I guess I could try it again with a setting spray, but we'll see how it goes throughout the day. I do have to say it's starting to cling on to the dry patches of skin here, like really badly. I'm hoping it doesn't get any worse, but you can see that just there, and it hasn't really disguised, like it's even like flaking on the skin right here. Look at this, like that's a piece of skin just like flaking up and down. It's just caught onto it. It's really weird. It hasn't really sunk into my pores, but it's still, I don't know, quite noticeable. Like especially now I've put highlighter on, it's even worse. Like that's due to highlighter as well, but I don't know. And I feel like it's kind of sunken into random spots down here, and I feel like it's starting to lose a little bit of coverage, just a little bit just down here. And it's only been 2 hours, so we'll see how it goes throughout the rest of the day. Hello friends. Okay, so a little update. It is 2 PM. I feel like it looks almost the same as last time. So the dry skin doesn't really look any worse. It hasn't faded anymore. I feel like it's gripping to this dry skin a tiny bit more than last time, and I feel like it's looking a little bit more cakey through here and up in between my eyebrows for some reason. I must have like drier skin there or something. Like, it just looks ever so slightly more cakey. Honestly though, like I said, from far away, I would happily like go out right now looking like this. Yeah, like I said, I think I've used better in the past. Hey guys, so I have a little bit of mascara smudging. That's not the foundation, that's the concealer. It is now 5:01 p.m, so it has been on for 7 hours. I have a lisp from my Invisalign, and it actually more or less looks the same. So I don't know where I'm at with this. You can definitely see where it's like caked onto dry areas, but I feel like if I used this foundation with some kind of primer, water, or finishing spray, like setting spray, it would look so much better. I do want to try it again, but I'm not like super excited about it. I don't feel like it has really faded very much more than last time. There's just a little bit of minimal fading. Oh, actually it's faded a bit, hey? Because now my contour looks real hard out, intense all of a sudden. It's definitely creased a lot more around my nostrils, and it has definitely faded off a little bit on my chin. Okay, maybe it's not looking as good as I thought. From far away it looks really good. It's just, yeah, up close it's just not great. Hey guys, don't mind my hair. I've just got it up in a ponytail because it's stinking hot today. So it is now just past 8 o'clock, so it's been on for 10 hours, which is a really good amount of time. It's definitely clung onto this dry skin a little bit more at this point, and honestly I feel like it's faded a little bit more at this point. It doesn't look any more cakey than the beginning, and in fact it almost looks a little bit more glowy at this point, like my natural oils are coming through or something, just like on my forehead. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see in this lighting or not. So overall it's definitely not a favorite, but I'm kind of keen to experiment with it a little bit more, maybe use a sponge with it, maybe use some setting spray. I wasn't a huge fan of how it settled on my skin, but I think maybe I could experiment with maybe a primer oil, and maybe a setting spray would make it stick a little bit better to my cheeks. I don't know. I'll have to keep you guys updated, because yeah, it's definitely faded here. It's faded all on my chin, but like on my forehead, apart from the cakiness, it looks really nice. So I don't know. Like I said, it's definitely not a favorite. It's definitely not better than my Marc Jacobs or my Kat Von D or anything like that as far as full coverage goes. I did find this one really comfortable. I liked the way it felt on my skin. It's just not perfect in my opinion. So that's my review. If you guys have tried it out, leave your review down below because I'd love to hear how it went for you. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!